Alright folks, this video, we're going to do some variations of hammer curls, but I'm going to actually, this is going to be a long ass workout. We got to pump up the forearms as well, so this is going to work, this part of the forearm is a secondary muscle, right? So let's start with dumbbells, kind of getting warmed up. So we're going to crank these, and I need to move this barbell that's right in front of me. So I got the triple view and then the portrait with. So you, hopefully I'll put some links in, you guys can check out either version. There's benefits to either one. Portrait, you know, only gives you one view of me, but it's at least lengthwise. And the triple view, you'll see couple different angles of me. So, you know, starting with the fives, I'm going to move this bar out of the way. It's definitely at that height that it could hit me in the face. And of course, I was thinking I could go out that way. Maybe we need to go out this way. Okay. Oops. Let's see what I can knock over, bang into, break. Okay, so we got that bar out of the way. I'll go from the 5s to the 15s. Yeah, in this video, folks, and I got my seat back here. We'll probably at some point have to take a seat. We're going to use dumbbells. Then we're going to use a belt squat, and you could do, if you were going to a commercial gym, or maybe have it at your house, you could do cable attachments. We'll do the rope. I'll probably demonstrate the single as well. But yeah, let's do another set. So variations of this, you know, coming straight out from the body. Depending on how your elbow feels, maybe this works for you. And we're trying not to swing, right? You'll see people that'll get the real big dumbbells out, and you will get to use some real big dumbbells with this, but they'll start swinging like a crazy person. And the form will go out the window too. You can also, you know, come across the body, okay, about 45 degrees to it, and getting a good workout. So I can already feel that in my biceps and my forearm. So I've got, you know, I can go 15, 18. I feel pretty warmed up already. I think we'll just go with 30s next. I did do some previous bicep. Alright, so if you're at home, don't feel like you have to jump up from 15 to 30s. Now if you have weak grips, or you have damage to your forearms, elbow, whatever. Well, I'm taking a breather here. So you have tendonitis, maybe you need an elbow sleeve, okay? Something to keep the elbow nice and warm, keep things packed in there nice and tight. It helps, trust me. I'd probably have to give up working out if it wasn't for these things. Then if you have like I have an injury to my hand, wrist, and right side, sometimes I'll use these lifting straps, and I probably will in this video. You may see me doing one arm at a time. You know, nothing wrong with that. Putting twice the amount of weight on your back when you get old like me, maybe not the best thing in the world to keep doing it constantly. So when we get up to the heavier weight, I may start doing one arm at a time. I might lean onto this solid ass Olympic commercial incline bench here. A weight belt, you know, another good thing. Let's go ahead and put a weight belt on too, folks, as we start lifting weight. So some of you, you know, your back might be perfectly fine, right? One day it might not be fine. Just realize, you know, there's nothing wrong with having to use supportive gear to be able to continue your workouts. Because if people just said, oh, because I've got a weight belt on, I can't, you know, I don't know, if they're embarrassed, whatever, somebody might say something to them, whatever stupid thing that might happen there. Like, I'll see these dumbass comments in my videos, that, like, whatever. If it helps you continue to lift, you know, pain-free, then that's the way you gotta go, folks. There's no, you know, yeah, people say, oh, using a weight belt, you're allowing your back and your core to get weaker. Well, you know, make sure you do workouts that specifically for your abs, you know, strengthen your abs. That's a very important thing. Okay, so let's do these 30s. And so I'm gonna do a variation between when I said 45 and straight out. I don't know how many I did, but it's kind of more warm up than anything. So one of the cameras or one of the lights, kind of getting in the way. I don't know how many of these we're gonna do. Now at the gym, you know, I'll put my weights on the bench. I don't have to bend all the way over. God, I was thinking I was gonna work my delts today, but might have to save that for the gym tomorrow. So, what did I jump up to? 30s? One of these looks bigger than the other. Almost like I grabbed the same exact weight, folks. Didn't I do the 30s? Let's get my brain checked. I'm pretty sure I just did 30s. Wow. So years ago I had a traumatic brain injury, and that's just an example of either old age or kind of crap that happens to you. So I did the 30s. I put the 30s on the rack. Thought, oh, we should go up. 35s. Somehow I grabbed the 30s again. Go figure. So next set we'll use the lifting straps, and yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I would do shoulders today, but after all this, I may not be able to. I am going to do a separate tricep video today, and definitely do the shoulders tomorrow. There's just not enough time to do everything one day. Whew. Okay. So when you don't do these week after week, they really start to feel heavy. Okay. you'll see as this gets heavier, we are straining a lot more. Other parts of the body are straining a lot more. That's good. I think for the next set, I'm just going to grab them off the rack and walk over. So we'll do the 50s for the next one. I'm going to drop my elbow thing down for a moment. Whew. So, you know, ideally, we wouldn't just do hammer curls in a workout. We would want to work the other part of the bicep too, right? I mean, it's getting some work here, but if you were to ask me what feels like it's getting worked out, it's this outer part of the bicep. Feels definitely tighter, more worked. So that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. So we've got some football games on a little bit, and let's see how everything goes here. Oh, I need to upload a video I made earlier. Okay, so there's that. You know, I said I was gonna do I know what I said, folks. I think I will grab the 50s. I probably should do a couple portrait videos for the channel. Or YouTube shorts, I should say. You never know. Interesting, some of these videos, how you'll get, 1,000 views, you'll get 100 views, you'll get 10,000 views, you'll get 27,000 views, or nothing on this channel, but 100,000, a million. I'd love to see another million viewed video that's monetized, but it's gonna be a while, I guess, till we see that again, probably. And unfortunately, it takes a lot of luck too at times. Alright, so we're setting up the next video. So I'm trying to, with my videos, I'm trying to do some more comedic stuff in there, because let's face it, just doing straight up workout stuff is not going to capture everybody. Not that I'm necessarily going to capture anybody, but you get the point, right? We want to expand our audience, hopefully make more money, make money on this channel, not just the other channels, but you'll find the Weight Slayer is on other channels. You just gotta, I don't necessarily always call myself the Weight Slayer, but at least on my main fitness channel I am. But similar videos will pop up, you know, maybe they'll pop up for you guys. Hopefully you'll subscribe to those channels as well, whether you watch all the stuff or not. It's in their story. Wow, is my screen going bad on this thing? Huh, that's weird. Alright, here we go. Folks, doing 50-pound hammer curls. I'm using lifting straps just because I've got a really weak right grip, so it is what it is. I'm trying not to swing or use my huge body to help the weight up with momentum and other stuff. Alright, that's done. And I think I will skill myself trying to get up with those, so we will not do that again. Yeah, it's easier to do this in front of the rack for sure. No doubt. So, I think what we'll do on the next set, maybe demonstrate a one arm at a time. One of these days, probably sooner or later, I'm going to go through, make a bunch of videos about how much all my weights actually weigh. We'll do the dumbbells. I'll do a short and then I'll do a long video. Weigh every single one of them. Now I won't be able to tell necessarily which one is cap and which one's weeder, and I might have one other brand in here. Yeah, I just want to rip this off. So we have a weeder 70 and a cap 70. I want to weigh all my 10s to see. You know, here's an interesting thing. We weighed all the, what did we weigh? The 2.5s. 2.5s. I think we weighed all the 5s. They were all 1 to 2% heavier. Some of the other brands of 5s were up to 6% heavier, which is ridiculous. One 5 was actually 4 pounds, if you can believe that. And, you know, if you were to say, well, I'm just going to keep putting 10s on here and then a 5, right? And that comes out to 2% heavier. And you have 45 on each side, 45 pounds worth of weights on each side. So that's 90 pounds. And those are all 1 to 2% heavier. Then you have basically added what? 0.9 to 1.8 pounds. Now, if you put a 45 on there and you weighed it and it's 45 pounds and, you know, 3 or 4 ounces over, there's, you know, a little bit of a difference. from what I'm finding, depending on the exercise, 2 pounds might mean a rep, 5 pounds might mean a rep. It all depends. So that's the thing. That's the only reason for me bringing that up. All right. So we're gonna do. I'm gonna hold on to this bench on the next set, and I think you guys can see. Okay, we gotta move you over. Yeah. Square that up. Get this one lined up. I can see. And all right, folks, we're gonna do a 60-pound hammer curl, one arm at a time, just demonstrating, you know, a way to do this besides doing both. For those of us that are old like me, it's a little better on the back. You don't get a necessarily break while the other arm goes if you're alternating. So I do have tendonitis in that elbow, which makes life a little bit more difficult. Let's see how the left side does. At least I won't feel the same pain, even though this arm's weaker. And there we go, folks. That's alternating, we're not alternating, single dumbbell hammer curls. So that video went over. I'm gonna have to edit out some of it. Now, 70s might be a little too much, and I did do in a video not even that long ago. We grabbed the heaviest dumbbells at Planet Fitness. I'd like to redo that one day with a camera mount, but for now, this is what it is. And have the video not reversed, and edit it, zoom in on the plates or on the weight. So I do have 80s. Which would be fun. It would be fun to do hammer curls with the 80s again. And I don't remember how many I could get with the rate, maybe 4 or 5, 6, which is a little too much for a bicep. I think if you can't do 6 to 8 or more, probably shouldn't be doing it. Okay, I gotta stretch the bicep out. So from here, we'll do, we're basically going to do the same exercise over here. Oops. I'll get this ready in the meantime. Probably put some actual weight in here to start with, because I think this is a wee bit light. Now when we use the rope, we won't have the benefit of using the lifting straps, and we will feel a shitload of pain in our hands. But the one thing is, when the dumbbells get heavier, folks, that's when the handle's usually bigger, right? I think it's a 30, 35, somewhere in there range. The handle's bigger. And by the time you get to the 120s, 150s, it may be the same size or it might be bigger, I don't know, but it's a pain in the ass, no doubt. So yeah, I got all these videos made, and I'm gonna have to you say that? Just some of the stuff people say. Okay. Hopefully we'll get some. Yeah, I talk a lot about saving my money from the other channels to really blow this channel up. Of course, there's a cost. There'll be a cost with the other channels. I'm going to have to either re-release some videos after I delete them, or maybe put other off-the-wall shit off there. I don't know. We won't be able to do all the tech unboxings we've been doing. That's kind of okay. I mean, how many more monitors, graphics cards, and all that kind of crap can I actually buy myself? I have a ton of everything. I used to have a lot more CPUs, but got all this stuff for, computers, building, and tech, and kind of just don't need all of it, folks. Don't need to keep buying it. It's too hard to get rid of it. Well, it's not hard to get rid of it, it's just you lose money. So I think I've decided we're not going to be buying as much of that, and if my views stay where they're at, then we'll make the same amount of money for the time I'm gone. I'll come back. I'm definitely going to buy, what did I say I'm going to buy, folks? We're going to buy a better power cage. I want to buy some kind of cable pulley system. Maybe even a, what's the other thing I want to get? Lat pull down. I'd like to buy a real lat pull down machine with the selectorized plates. But I may try one of those gizmos that you buy, I don't know if the ceiling, how high the ceiling needs to be. I'd love to have a Smith machine, but probably not going to do that. Definitely a better power cage. I thought about the hammer strength. I think they call it vertical row. I'm not sure. Lat row. It's a lat pull down, but I think they use the word row in it. There is, of course, the sit down one. I'd love to have both those two. Those would set me back. I don't know if I've seen any that are bargain, but I'm thinking probably a couple grand each. And that's not probably going to cut it. We definitely need a 4-way neck machine. What else do we need, folks? We need some more dumbbells, a couple bigger dumbbells. I want to buy a commercial incline bench just to have that. We got the power cage, and it's doing just fine. I want to have a dedicated military press. So everything that's in this room, basically I've got at least that same square footage around the corner. And we could put stuff, honestly I could put stuff on furniture dollies and just roll it in and out of this area if I wanted to, like have this, actually maybe this spot, that might be a better idea, folks. Have this spot always be the assigned spot, right? We always have a mirror. Have the mirrors, the wall will look good. We'd have the cameras mounted, so we wouldn't have to screw with that. But we would have to move the benches, which would always mean never put weights on the weight trees. Have the weights on weight trees. And I say, this bench here, this incline behind me has a weight tree built into it. The decline has a weight tree. This power cage, I bought some weight trees. Keep all those weights on actual weight trees. Then I could probably do that, and we wouldn't need as much square footage because I could just basically push all the benches together, rolling them in and out, buy more furniture dollies. At times that just seems like a stupid idea, but yeah, So we could do that. All right, let's do the 70s. All right, folks, we're doing 70-pound hammer curl, one arm at a time. And for those that are older, you know, holding on to something, maybe a little less strain on your back. Try and bring the weight down with control so you don't hyperextend your elbow. And normally I take a little breather, but we're trying to record this for a short too, so all right. That's gonna do it, folks. Okay, so that's as heavy as hammers we're gonna get today. Considering I haven't done those in a while, can't say the form felt all that good, but at least I feel like hell we did something. Whew. Oh, you know what? I think I grabbed that wrong. Put the wrong rope on. So now we're going to do the rope. Hammer curls with the rope. Like I said, you can do this at your gym with a cable machine. There may be other ways to do it besides what I'm going to do. I've got the belt squat, and this thing's awesome from the aspect of the amount of weight that I can do with this thing. Probably exceeds what you can do on I would say most cable machines. Let me just make sure we got this set up. I'm not even sure I can see it. Yeah, we're not turned over far enough. Okay, let's put this here maybe. Okay, I think they can see that now. Alright folks, in this video just demonstrating how to use the belt squat machine with a rope to do hammer curls. Of course you can do this with a cable machine, but works really good with the belt squat machine, as you can go really freaking heavy. So those of you that have outgrown your Life Fitness stack at Planet Fitness, probably not that many that are watching this channel, but some of us may have outgrown it, and therefore something like this, folks, you can put 600 pounds on it. Whether you're actually lifting 600 pounds is another story. Okay, so we'll continue to add weight to this. I've got to make sure my views are good again. I think we're probably not in the ideal spot anymore. This bench needs to move over. But yeah, I really want the frickin' more gym equipment. You know, for what I've invested, of course, I could have went to Gold's Gym here locally, you know, spent the gas, the $40 to $50 a month to go there. Had to deal with the crowds. the egos, all that stuff. Had spotters, you know, whatever. Probably would have been pretty good for me again to go back there, but at this point, you know, $50 plus the gas. Let's say maybe I blow a gallon of gas every time I go, which probably isn't true, but $3 every time, and I'm gonna go at least 5 days a week, 15. All right, let's say 20, 60. So we're spending over $100 a month. I can continue to buy gym equipment here and almost replace the need to go to a better gym. Keep my Planet Fitness. This is like, you know, $20 a month or whatever. And, you know, at least have the cardio. One day, maybe I replace all that, and we work out here and one other spot that I can work out at. And I save that money too, but I don't know. It's I'm definitely, you know, getting to the point where I've almost got my own gym. We gotta, at some point, we'll have to consider maybe doing, you know, personal training, make some extra money that way. All right, football game is on in 48 minutes. So, all right. All right, let's do another set here. All right, demonstrating again using the belt squat apparatus with a rope to do hammer curls. Obviously, there are different size ropes that you can buy. This is really easy from the aspect of changing weights. You know, if you don't want to invest in a huge dumbbell collection, belt squat apparatus is not a bad way to go. Of course, you're going to need a lot of Olympic weights if you get really strong, but all kinds of variations you can do off this. And there you go. Alright, so kind of repeating yourself, but we're going to do put another 25 on there. So at some point, I have to decide, hey, do I buy more 25? I think I have more enough weight to do actual belt squatting, which we haven't even demonstrated with this thing yet. But I've also thought about getting back into squatting. So last week I was watching this video with some guy, scrawny fucker. He's doing squatting 225, and then he supposedly presses it over his head, and then he goes from there on a flat bench and bench presses. And who knows how he gets off of the bench if people come over and grab the weight from him. Now, maybe those were really 45s. I somehow kind of doubt it, right? Like, if you've seen my military press workouts, what can I do 225 for? I think I've done 4 reps to the front. To the back, I don't have necessarily the flexibility. Somebody my size wouldn't have a problem doing that, right? Rolling back with 225, you know, what's the difference with that and dumbbells? So that part isn't that unrealistic. It's just the size of the guy. But I did my own spoof video. And one of these days, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to start with just the bar. We're going to go through all 3, squatting, you know, and I want to make sure I actually get all the way down, right? Which I got to work on my balance. But from there, then pressing it over my head, and then probably rolling to a flat bench. I did the incline bench, but yeah, did I do 225? No, did not actually. It was not actual 225, but it was still a lot more weight than that guy probably did. So, I had 100 something on there, whatever that comes out to. But, you know, would I ever be able to do 225? I mean, if my life depended on it, we could do it. There's no doubt, right? Because, you know, I easily bench press 225. If I was really warmed up and everything, like, okay, warmed up, warmed up with the squatting. And I don't even know if I could actually squat 225 now, but if we, you know, were to go that route, then, you know, maybe, I would, I don't know, maybe it'd be something I could get good at. Might be kind of fun, actually. There's all kinds of goofy exercises people are doing. Alright, hammer curls with a rope. And you can do these with 2 arms or 1 arm at a time. So what I'm doing is, because I'm going to be going on a long trip, I'm producing a lot of extra videos that may or may not get watch hours, but at least I'll be releasing videos. Wish I was warmed up good. So I got to do, I don't think I can do a pull-up in here because the ceiling's kind of low and this thing's not really tall enough. If I cheated the camera up, I could probably do it, but maybe I need to do it. I'll have to do it at the real gym after I do my back workout. Yeah, if I could go back in time and get the ceiling in the basement 1 foot higher, I would. And I would also make the garage even bigger, extend it, and add another car. So when you have guests over, it's kind of a hassle. Not that I want the guests parking in the garage, but it'd be nice to tell them, hey, park by this garage door. Don't park by my garage door. Don't park by the wife's garage door. Okay. Alright folks, doing belt squat, tricep, or not tricep. Let me start over. Alright folks, belt squat, hammer curls. These are nice because you can really build this thing up. You'll feel it in here, and you'll feel it on the outside of the bicep head. Okay. So, I just need to upload those and edit. Almost felt like I could have put another 20 in there. What is that could be to? What looks like 90? Might need to put something on the left elbow now. I have had times where my left elbows bug me as well. Yeah, I gotta figure out, do I want to do triceps here? We can make another tricep video. We could wait till tomorrow. That's a lot to do. I have to do lat raises, front raises, to the rear, you know. Then we have to do our shrugs tomorrow. I was gonna do shrugs today, but I should have started my workout earlier. Then, by this point today, I would have more energy and be able to, you know, maybe take a nap. Like I got up at 3 in the morning. I got so much stuff on my mind, especially when you're about to leave for a while. Okay, so we got 90 on there. Alright folks, going a little heavier. Belt squat, hammer curls. Got 90 pounds on here plus the weight of the belt squat itself. Mechanical advantage though, so who knows how much weight we're really lifting. And I'll tell you, you can't do this, folks. I feel that better than I do with dumbbells, that's for sure. Whew. I ain't kidding you. All right, so we'll put a 10 on there. Yeah, and I say mechanical advantage. It's probably whatever the belt squat weighs device plus the 100 pounds that's on there now. It is about 2/3 of the distance, maybe 3/4 the distance to the pivot point. And because I'm further away, I've got a mechanical advantage, right? So the force needed to lift that weight. We've discussed this in other videos, but so force times distance. Now you take the weight that's on here and it's centered on this post to the pivot point, and then if you knew how much the belt squat apparatus weighed, that, you know, wherever its center point is, that distance there, add those two together, equal to the distance from here. Do some, you know, make some formulas out of it, do some algebra, basic algebra, and you should be able to figure out what amount of weight you're actually lifting. And in this case, you know, throw in the freaking rope, chain, whatever, right? Now at some point, if you go heavy enough, you may need a more sturdy chain than what I've got up there. The one on the wall looks sturdier than this, but I could be wrong. That might be the same chain that maybe I might have just cut with the bolt cutters. So I've been, one of these days I'm going to use those chains to do, put them on my bench press, you know, flat bench, not use my Mad Dog slingshot or my Bench Daddy, and just use chains and start with lighter weight, you know, pause, press, And you know, obviously as it goes up, it's going to get heavier, right? How much heavier? Who knows? But it's going to get heavier, depending on what chain you have. Could even have a chain attached to weight, and at some point, maybe when you get to this point, it gets heavier, and now, you know, because you added 2.5, maybe 1 pounder on each side, 2.5, 5, whatever, it's harder at that point. That's helping those triceps, but not necessarily doing that much for your chest. Yeah, this a couple days ago, I actually did pause bench press, pause benching, and I hadn't done that really, like actually made an effort to do it. I was honestly surprised how much more difficult it is, but how I felt afterwards, I was like, oh wow, this is good stuff. Now, is it going to help me? I believe it's got to, right? There's a good chance that it will help. Did I do the 100 pounds yet, folks? Man, memory. Let's put a 5 on here just to at least act like we changed the weight up for the next video. Alright, so alright, got 105 on the belt squat device, and we're doing hammer curls with the rope. And I felt that, folks. We'll see. I do feel it. Alright, so I think that's good. I mean, realistically, we should work the rest of the bicep, but today, hammer only. And that's kind of a good feeling, you know? A good pump. I'm not going to do a pump check today. I think we'll skip that. What else? That was 53 minutes that you guys will never get back. But if you watch the whole video, hey, if I could get, I need 800 people. I need 800 people to watch my videos. Watch my videos for an hour. I don't think that's too much to ask, you know. Then I need at least 189 more subscribers. Preferably, we would have how many more? How many more subscribers, folks, do we need? We got 100, 189. Probably be good to have a cushion, right? You don't want to just have 1,000. Especially if you piss half of them off and they leave you. But yeah, I gotta keep pushing the envelope, making videos. You know, I don't feel like I'm ripping Sam Sulek off. I think actually I started my videos before I started watching Sam Sulek. Yeah, that's true actually. Now, did I start doing these long ass videos? No, that was something came later when I realized, hey, I need more watch hours. Now we get more views, more subscribers from the shorts, but the watch hours are only going to come from the longer videos. And eventually we'll edit this stuff down. I say we. Sort of a team. But eventually we will we'll edit the videos down, and then I'll end up with cleaner videos, shorter videos, you know, more worky outy, less talking. We'll add a little more technical stuff to it. And hopefully along the way you guys will see me getting stronger. Some point along the way you'll see me get leaner. Some point along the way you'll see me make a change here in the belly for sure. I do need to, you know, I want to keep as much muscle as I can, so we want to do a slight cut, right, which we've been doing, slowly losing weight, gradual, but hopefully allowing us to, you know, stay strong and maybe even get stronger. I could just throw, you know, thousands of extra calories at it, get fatter than shit, and get myself back to benching over 400 pounds, but, you know, is that such a smart thing? Some of that might be a little extra fat up here, you know, fat in the arm, so maybe as I'm bringing the weight down, it's like working like the slingshot in some aspects, I don't know, but that's going to do it for this video, folks. Thanks for checking out. Please like, please subscribe. Alright, so triple view. I don't know what channel you'll end up on, but thanks for coming along.